Good morning, bro. I just spent the last hour coping and feeling sad, so I thought maybe I'll just record a video and hopefully that can make me feel better. I've just been writing my book. I started the book again, and I'm writing in a style of David Goggins Can't Hurt Me, like a storybook about my life. And I started writing the first chapter about my experience of being a little child, and I started writing about my family when we were all younger, and just one thing just led to another. And I don't know if you've done this recently, but I really started really thinking about my family, the dynamic that everyone's getting older. And I think this is probably the first significant time in my life. I'm 25 years old. This is the first time that I've really acknowledged the shortness of life. And I just kind of saw flashes of pictures of my family when we were younger, me, my brother, my sister as kids. And now we're adults. My brother's just moved out and he's got a house with his, hang on, the plane is loud. My brother just moved out and got a house with his wife. My sister's looking for a place now. My mom's pretty much moved out and is living with my brother and his wife. And my dad's just in the family home by himself. And I just feel like shit thinking about everything, bro. I see my dad just being very lonely, the entire family just kind of left. And, I've said before, he's changed a lot. He was very, bad, negative when we were growing up, and he's changed a lot now. And as I was writing this book, something just hit me. Maybe it's a lesson that you can take. It's as much as people can go through their own self-improvement journey, and they can get older and everything, there's certain things you can do to someone that they may never forgive you, or they may never really be able to move on from. And the idea of that, I was sat here literally feeling like shit, thinking my dad's going to be lonely right now. He's in the house by himself. Maybe I should call him. And I'm debating the decision for half an hour just because it feels uncomfortable to speak to him. I've got this dry throat feeling that I'm seeing my family get older. I've seen myself get older. That I know there's gonna be guys thinking, wait, 25 is not old and everything. And I know for a fact, some 30-year-old guy, 35-year-old, 40-year-old guy could say, oh no, 25 is not old. But it's all relative to when it hits you, isn't it? And we're not children anymore, bro. We don't have an unlimited amount of time, and it's just 100 thoughts at once just going off in my mind. Seeing my family got older, seeing the dynamic between my dad and my mom, and they've had that traditional relationship of just focusing on the kids, and now that the kids are adults, it's almost they're not. Yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail, but oh man, it just feels weird. I don't know if anyone's gonna relate to this, but it feels just very overwhelming and sad, and there's 100 thoughts at once just thinking about my family getting older and just seeing this dynamic of everyone's moved out of the house. And this was the plan, for a while. It was what everyone in the family was thinking. It's I'm gonna be moving out soon, my brother's getting a house soon, I can't wait for my brother to move out and everything. And now that it's actually happened, and I just visualize everyone packing up their stuff and just leaving the house that we grew up in, it made me so fucking sad, man. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, bro. I don't know if anyone's gonna relate to this, if I sound well, yeah, Hamza, that is life. I don't know if this is common sense or obvious for anyone else, but for me, I stay very sort of individual, and at the moment I'm focused on my own self-improvement, my work and everything, that I haven't taken that much time to think about these bigger things, your family and your limited time on this planet. A lot of those red pill guys, and somewhat I have said this too, but they do say that the male advantage and the red pill men's SMV peak is 30 or something, or 35, and that might be true in terms of attracting women and becoming successful. And I like that mindset because it gives you hope for the future, and makes you appreciate time going by. But at the same time, I don't want to get older. I do, because I know what it entails, and I know that it will, lead to more success. It will lead to more like positive work that I've done and the impact that I'm having on the world. But I don't want to get older and literally see like life slip away. Because the thought of like that, like for myself, it doesn't really do anything when I think about me getting older. It's like, yeah, sweet, like, you know, I'll be more successful, I'll help more people and everything, I'll get to live a very good life. But just seeing my parents get older, just fucking scared. I don't even want to talk about it, bro. Oh, man. Life's short, bro. I guess this is the great thing with the journey that we're on, that, you know, we all have a limited amount of time, and the time is really the same for most people. But at least with the journey that we're on and being on self-improvement, meditating, journaling, improving our social skills, taking time to contemplate life, I mean, at least we're getting to appreciate this. And just on the practical note of being on self-improvement, you probably end up living longer anyway, because you're more likely to get onto a better diet and to improve your mental health and to lower your stress levels. Fuck, man. I don't want my parents to get old, bro. Am I crazy thinking this? Is this just like common sense for everyone else? Or... yeah, there's some fear-mongering for your morning, bro.